Hi, I'm Wally Casey, Vice President of Sales at Tivoli Software. Over the next 10 minutes, we're going to talk about business services delivered out of rooms very much like this and why they're dependent on service management solutions from IBM and Tivoli. Whether they're ERP deployments or service-oriented architecture applications, they're delivered securely, timely, and reliably because of service management. That's what IBM Service Management and Tivoli products are all about, addressing those three things. Visualizing your systems. In our example, it'll be through dashboards for both IT and for business lines of business. Controlling your systems with comprehensive monitoring and automating your systems. Automating those complex manual tasks that take time and frankly are prone to failure. So we're going to go to our sample operations center and show you how they're used. Why don't you follow me? So let me start by talking about our environment here. This is in fact a live environment that we show to customers worldwide. And what we've got is an online stock trading application running in a distributed environment. And what we've done is, much like most of our customers, we've run a very successful promotion. And so we're experiencing a large increase in the number of inquiries and trades that's going on. And so what I'm going to do, something I'm very good at, I'm going to cause a failure. And I'm going to cause it in real time. And what we're going to do is we're going to visualize what's happening, we're going to control what happens, and then we're going to automate a response. So let's look at the system in normal mode. We start with an example of one of our business service dashboards that help customers visualize their systems. From our map view, we'll focus in on our European trading system. We'll then go to the operations view of that European infrastructure. This is where we will spend our time, so let me take a moment to describe it. Across the top, you see tabs that would take us to additional views. Things like the network topology, active events for this system, or even a dashboard designed for our line of business owner that contains key business metrics. Below, in our operations view, you can see the infrastructure that was populated from our automated discovery technology we call TADM. You see web servers, database servers, and application servers. It's the database and application servers we will focus on for this demonstration. What's so valuable to customers is that in one glance, they can see the entire infrastructure of the service and the relationships between the components. It's this visualization that gives them a precise, real-time status of any problems in the infrastructure and the impact to the business service. Now our indicators are all green, but that's about to change. We have an impending failure. As I said, we're about to experience a failure. And without the right monitoring to alert us and dashboards to gauge the impact, we could be in a real problem area here. In fact, typically, technical teams like database teams, network teams, even the application management team, all work separately trying to use their own tools to gauge what's happened. Then they get together, and what that means for us is lost time, lost resources, and in our situation, lost revenue from our trading application. Now, about that system failure. Now, there are a lot of reasons why they don't let sales guys on the operations room floor. You're about to see one of them. Our application discovery technology identified this server here as the database server for our trading system. What I'd like to do now is remove that server. Remember, we're professionals. Don't try this at home. Well, that should do it. The database server is down, and now the application is in failure. Without the right tools and the right processes, this could be critical. Let's go to the operations center and see how the system and the operations team are dealing with this. Well, welcome to our operations center. I have the database server in my hand. Never a very good thing. But are the people panicked here? No. In fact, business service management software has already handled the problem, detected what's wrong, and is already beginning to take corrective actions. Looking at the view of our European infrastructure, you can see that our monitoring tools have already isolated the problem and forwarded the events of the affected components to our dashboard. With just a glance, in real time, I can see the database has a problem and all the other elements of the system that are affected. Okay, so now the business is visualizing the impact of the outage in one way. Frankly, the IT organization needs to look at it in a completely different way, a much deeper level of technical analysis. So we're going to do that now by looking at the Tivoli Enterprise Portal. Now, this is our technical dashboard, the Tivoli Enterprise Portal. In this one interface, it provides the combination of technical details needed to diagnose the critical event. In the upper left portion, you can see the affected system and can drill down in more detail on the infrastructure. In this portion, you see a real-time list of events that the monitoring tools are forwarding. The bottom portion contains other technical details from the monitoring tools where I can launch straight to the problem areas. What we've seen now is an example of how hours of analysis time has been avoided by key monitoring data being effectively visualized in a service dashboard. Now what I want to show you is the third element of the Tivoli value points in service management, automation, which many customers are getting tremendous value from. In fact, in this example, it's happening as I'm speaking right now. Systems automation has detected that a database failure has occurred and in fact has started a second instance of that database. Let's take a look at the dashboard. As we look at the topology, you'll see that in the middle of the screen, our original database is still showing red and critical. It should be. I still have the blade sitting right here on the table. But you will also notice a second database instance has been activated and has a status of green. By using our system automation product, our trading system has remained up and available with no disruption to the business, and no manual intervention was required. So, let's review where we are. We have one dead database. Excuse me, 1 second. I found this, it was just laying over in the corner. You might thank you, Dick. And experienced no interruption in our basic business process. Why? Because we were able to visualize the problem, we were able to put our arms around it and control it, and finally to automate the solution. So, we're all happy, things are good, end of demonstration. Well, not exactly, because what's really happened is something very, very good. In fact, our marketing program has been more successful than we anticipated. And what started to happen is we are getting more hits on our system. More transactions are coming through than we have provisioned for. And so customers are beginning to get slower response time. Well, what does that mean? Well, service management isn't just about being available, it's about performance. And if we take no action, we're going to end up slowing down, upsetting customers, and frankly, losing revenue. But we're prepared because we have application monitoring in place, which is alerting our business service management technology to say, we need more help. And as we speak, Provisioning Manager is taking action and putting new servers, new databases, and new networks in place. Let's take a look. Notice that we now have a problem over here with the application server. It's red because of high CPU utilization trying to accommodate the transaction load. We also have a new type of alert telling us that average response times are about to breach our established threshold. Now, the good news in this situation, and again for many of our customers, is they have a second type of automation in place. Because what's happened is the failure has in fact been corrected, but the marketing program is working. And what our provisioning manager, in association with our TBSM product and the number of the others, determines is that we're about to break our caps. We're about to lose our response time. And so what Provisioning Manager has done is begun to add capacity to the application. It's adding new servers, new storage, new network management. And it's doing all of that by using our technology, our acquired technology, Maximo to manage the assets, NetCool to monitor the network. Now, typically in most customer environments, this will take hours, sometimes even days to do. What you're going to see is we're going to do that in minutes. Well, in the spirit of candor, that was about 20 minutes, so I went out and got a cup of coffee. But that's an important piece to understand. 45 manual steps were made during those 20 minutes. And in that time, we provisioned new servers, new storage, new networks, and made sure that environment was secure. That is a critical step that customers are looking for. You need to engage your Tivoli reps in each one of those pieces: storage, security, automation. Now, let's take a look at what the end result is. Here you can see that the status of our system has gone back to green. And if you look at the application area, we have provisioned a third server along with other elements. What's important is that we added the capacity to handle the volume before the service was interrupted. So there you have it, just like I promised, 10 minutes to show you how IBM and Tivoli Service Management deliver on what your customers need: operational efficiencies. Look, no matter where you are in the world, CIOs are facing a difficult budget challenge. Moving more and more cost away from maintenance and onto new and important development of applications. And frankly, that's what service management is all about: moving away from operational cost to new and exciting development. So look, do this. Talk to your customers. Talk to your Tivoli reps. Get to understand how we can help you attack that operational cost. It is unique in the industry. It is unique anywhere in the world. Tivoli is the answer for your service management solutions.